Hey, Genesis family, Josh here. Just wanted to touch base with you and offer you some encouragement as we move into the weekend again. Want to let you know a few things that are going on here at Genesis and in the outreach department. Coming up at the end of May, you're going to start seeing some things pop up for what we're calling Welcoming the Stranger. And it's a seminar that we're doing at the end of May with Jacob Four around immigration and some of those cultural and social issues that are facing us here as a nation, as a community locally here, and just look at what does Scripture say about it? What does Jesus say about how we welcome strangers into our midst, how we love our neighbors well? And so we'd love for you to join us for that. Like I said, be on the lookout. You'll start seeing some things pop up around that, and that'll be coming at the end of May. And then also wanted to let you know that we are looking right now for an outreach coordinator to join us in the outreach department here at Genesis to work with myself and work with Todd Malloy as we shepherd and manage our outreach programs moving forward. Morning Manna, Actions in Truth, our Pick Me Up program, our Micah Hope Ministry, and all the other ways that we engage with our community here locally. And so if you're interested in that, go to our website, genesisfayetteville.com, and look at our available positions, and you'll see that there's a whole job description and opportunity to apply for that. So just wanted to update you on some of those things. And then I also want to share some encouragement with you as we head into the end of the week here. Just a reminder that Jesus is in control, that God is in control. In Mark 4, we meet Jesus crossing the sea with his disciples. And it says in verse 35, it says, "On that day, when evening had come, he said to them," that he being Jesus, "Let us go across to the other side." And leaving the crowd, they took him with them in the boat, just as he was, and the other boats were with him. And a great windstorm arose, and the waves were breaking into the boat, so that the boat was already filling. But he was in the stern, and he was asleep on the cushion. And they woke him, and they said to him, "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" And he awoke, and he rebuked the wind, and said to the sea, "Peace, be still." And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he said to them, "Why are you so afraid? Have you still no faith?" And they were filled with great fear, and they said to one another, "Who then is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" I love that story because it really emphasizes that Jesus is in control. Jesus is God over the things that we cannot control. So often in life, we come up against things that are a struggle. We come up against things that we can't solve, that we can't fix. And I know for me, very often, my instinct answer is to try harder. The thing I go for is, what can I do? How can I fix this? And what we hear in this story is that sometimes we can't fix it. Sometimes we can't overcome it. Sometimes we can't get it under control. But what is the answer when that happens in our lives? It is to look to Jesus and say, "Lord, help us. Lord, save me." And Jesus arises and he looks at the wind and he looks at the waves and he says, "Peace, be still." And it stops. I don't know if you've ever been in the sea when there's a storm. I grew up as a kid. We did some deep sea fishing down off the coast of Florida, and when you're out on a little boat and the wind and the waves start to kick up, you become keenly aware of the fact that you are not in control, that you are very small, and that you are at the mercy of the elements. Well, the beautiful thing about that is that Jesus is not at the mercy of the elements. Jesus is the Lord of all of that. He is the King of all of that. And so when we enter into those situations, those things come up, unexpected things pop up in our lives, and we cry out to Jesus, then he is in control. He gives us the strength. He gives us the understanding. He is in control of those situations. And it's not a get out of jail free card that says if I stop and I pray here today, then all of a sudden everything will be fine and it'll all go away and I'll be okay. It doesn't work that way. It works as we engage with Jesus and understand that he is in control. Then we can rest in that, whatever may come, whatever the outcome may be. Whatever arises, we know that we can rest in the knowledge that he is in control and that we are his children, beloved by him and cherished by him. I just want you all to be encouraged by that as we go into the weekend, that we follow and we serve and we are loved dearly by a God who is a God in control. And so we don't have to be, and that's a beautiful truth. Have a great weekend and be blessed. Thanks, Genesis.